See if our guys start rolling in. See if our guys start rolling in. Okay. Couple more in the building. Shout out to Twitter. Shout out to YouTube. Couple more minutes. Big news, big news, big news, big news. Turbo in the building. Roll up, roll up. Tom, Tibby, El Capo. Big news for Tommy Tibbs. Tommy 2 Chains is officially with us, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. All right. We at the 801 mark, man. Let's get this started. I know what time it is.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Pardon the mic, man. Pardon the mic. I'm getting a new mixer, man, because I don't appreciate what's happening, man. I don't appreciate what's happening, man. I hate that dark spot right there. What's going on? Oh, just move the light a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Put your glasses back on. Big news, big news, big news. Big Woj Bomb, a.k.a. Woj. You know the name. Woj was the name that they gave me. Woj was the name that they gave. Woj, a.k.a. CAA Woj. Let's not get that twisted. Our guy, he reported a couple hours back, ESPN sources, New York Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau has agreed on a 3-year extension that'll take him through the 2027-2028 season. A 2-time NBA Coach of the Year, Thibodeau has led the Knicks to consecutive semifinals berths. Big news, big news, big news. Huh? Tommy 2 Chains is out here. I like what he added here, Thibodeau, a.k.a. CAA THIBS. Leon Rose continues a strong summer that includes adding Mikal Bridges, keeping free agent OG Anunoby, and securing Jalen Brunson and Tom Thibodeau on extensions. Under Thibodeau, the Knicks were one of 4 teams to rank among the top 10 in offensive and defensive efficiency last season, according to ESPN stats. Boston, Oklahoma City, and Denver were the others. So there were only 4 teams that ranked among the top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency last year. That was Boston, Oklahoma City, Denver, and the Knicks. Big Knicks, Tommy 2 Chains. Yeah.
Ball suckers.
I didn't even hit the hold on my ball.
Knicks Rehab.
How dare I? Wait a minute. Is there another? Is there?
We live?
Big Flea. Never the little one.
Forming like Voltron, never the little one. What's going on, fellas? Big news.
Yo.
Oh, your mic is horrible, Flea. It was just me, too.
No. You sound good right now.
No, me or no, Flea.
Flea, say something.
What's the word?
Yeah, Flea, this shit is real staticky.
What? You just jump in and out. Nah.
Same thing. Ooh, yeah. Think so? You got that auto tune on high, baby. Look, Flea,
Yo, Flea, I think you jump.
Nah, y'all want to pop shit when I can't pop shit back. Nah.
No. Flea.
I told you.
Jump in and out. It sounds crazy. So it's a 3-year extension. No, we're not doing 3-year extension for Tommy Tibbs. Pull that back up for you, fellas. Tommy Tibbs. So Adrian Wojnarowski is reporting.
Mic
Still
check.
sound staticky, please.
Yeah, what is that?
Just jump in and out, bro.
Hope you ain't doing that on purpose, Fabian.
He's trying to sabotage. Why would he do that? He has something and it works. He hope he ain't doing that on purpose.
I'm just saying, man.
What do you think?
Tibbs.
Tommy 2 Chainz. Huh?
Now, anybody that know me, you can go down my timeline on social media. I made posts about Tibbs. Never was a Tibbs fan. It just goes to show you, man. Hard work. We got our guy.
Mic check.
Beautiful, Flea. Much better.
Amazing.
See, when I say something, it get fixed. Flea, you might have to talk to your man after this, man. I don't know, man. No.
Send the link, and then maybe we won't have these issues. Matter of fact, let me get on camera. Send the link, and maybe we won't have.
Yo, I'm not.
issues,
No. I ain't sending no links. Big
maybe
Flea.
we won't have these issues.
Y'all got access to stream, y'all. Get on.
Maybe
Tom
we won't have
Thibodeau,
these issues,
Tommy 2 Chainz Thibodeau has signed a 3-year extension. We're staying on track. By the way, hold on. Wait a minute. We're not going to disrespect. We ain't disrespecting nobody right now. We are sponsored by Factor Meals. Check them out, factormeals.com/ABTV50. That's factormeals.com/ABTV50. The code is ABTV50, y'all. Factor Meals, baby. Back to business.
Get your
Tommy
factor
2
on.
Chainz signs for get your factor wrong. Tommy 2 Chainz signs for a 3-year extension. What's your reaction, fellas? Come on, give it to me.
Go ahead, Flea, because you outside, man. Go ahead. You just got up here. Go ahead.
Mowing the lawn. Big Dad in the building.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. From one job to the next, right? But and the third one right on screen, right? We working. We getting to it. Listen, Tom Thibodeau. We got our guy. Who else but him? What we don't like? What direction we gonna go in? Extend him. Pause. Let's continue this thing. Continue to build the culture. Continue to do the right things. Bring in the right guys. You know, OG, you wasn't high on this dude. You've been a little low on this dude since the day he walked through the door. And all we've done is just get better and better and better season after season. We've established a Knicks culture. We give the guy extension, see what happens in the next 3 years. If we win a championship, he might have to be a lifer. I don't know. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying? Fabian, relax. Not a lifer.
I'm good. Flea, finish. I'm gonna say something else. Gonna pause, blow y'all mind. Go ahead, finish.
And all I'm gonna say is this: it's the first time I've been excited about extending a coach. First time I've been excited about committing to a leader of men in a long time with our Knicks team. We've been through countless coaches, and I've never felt this confident about somebody in a long time. I'm happy with the contract extension, and we just keep building.
Ball, let us know.
OG, don't piss me off.
No. That was well said. So anybody that know me, you know, Randall, Tibbs, definitely wasn't high on them. Like I said, they earned my respect. I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna freak people out. We might have our Jerry Sloan, John Stockton, and Carmelo. I'm gonna say it again. We might have our Jerry Sloan, John Stockton, and Carmelo, and Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle. Right now in the league, look how many coaches is getting fired year after year. So for us to have our superstar now have our coach, that's huge. Think about a guy like Jerry Sloan that was in Utah. How many years he was there? Didn't win a championship, but they competed year after year. Hard-nosed, fought, been to the finals twice. Got an MVP. Carmelo got a top 5. Some people top 10 greatest point guards all time. Let's just say if this core could stay together for 10 years and be relevant for the next 10 years. He already got 4 in there, Flea. Tom Thibodeau was the guy. I don't see nobody else being able to coach this group. The fan base, the city, we learned to love him and respect him. And I'm not afraid to say I didn't like Tom Thibodeau, but now he's earned my respect. Julius Randle, everybody know, not a Julius Randle fan. He's earned my respect. And what more can I say about guys like that? Hey, Flea, I think Tom Thibodeau should be the coach for the Knicks until he decides to retire. Like I said, unless a email or somebody, unless you have one of those coaches that's undeniable. But name me 5 coaches right now that's better than Tom Thibodeau. That's doing the job that he's doing in New York. These coaches are getting literally fired every season. They signing 4 or 5 year contracts, right?
Every 2 years.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna say something. I don't know if I would take Steve Kerr right now over Tom Thibodeau. Not with this roster. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Hold on. Now with that Olympic effort.
But that's my point.
What does that mean?
Moving right along, moving right along.
I mean, give some clarity on that. Because y'all been doing a lot of stuff. A lot of parties been happening without order. So what happened now? What happened now?
So Knicks Rehab,
Tommy. What happened was
with that Olympic effort. What's wrong with the Olympic effort right now? We ain't lost the game yet.
Let's stay on track.
Yeah, her. We ain't lost the game yet.
Knicks Rehab.
But yeah, Flea. I don't know if we can name 5 coaches better than Tom Thibodeau. And like I said, I don't know how many coaches can do the job he's doing with that Knicks roster last season with all the injuries. And before I go, let's not forget, under Tom Thibodeau, he's got the youngest MVP. Look at what he's done with centers. Look at what he's done with Julius Randle, and then now with Brunson. It seemed like players under this guy, they're becoming stars. They're becoming all-stars and all-NBA players, MVP candidates, and they getting paid. Guys are getting the max under Tom Thibodeau. So it's a win-win. Okay, if you're about the bag, he's going to help you get the bag. If you a hard worker and want to win, he's going to instill that in you. So I think, these next 3 years, like I said, if he conference finals, if we win a chip, I think Tom Thibodeau is our guy until he decides to retire. And I have no problem with that at all.
I want to double down on what you said. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau is a top 5 coach. Whether he is or he isn't, I think he's a really good coach. I like the signing when we first got him, because I like just the Bill Parcells guy, or just a coach with personality. That's not going to be a pushover. That's number 1. Number 2, once he got here, I didn't, we had a young group. I didn't like what was going on with the rotations at the time, but it's like you look back on it, what was he really going to work with? What do we expect to go to the conference finals with that squad? There was no finagling that. I don't care if you got Eric Spoelstra. You're not finagling that to the finals. I did want like RJ Barrett on the bench, stuff like that, but he's still pushing the limit. And I love the fact that he did call people out, except for Julius Randle. I'll get to that in a second. But to double down on what AllBall is saying, it ain't really about even just being a top 5 coach. Let's say you could rattle off 5 or 10 coaches. What's my man Jim Carrey in Indiana? I always forget his name. Carlisle. Does he have a perfect team that aligns with him? Ty Lue's a better example. I'm sorry. Ty Lue don't have a great situation with the Clippers. He doesn't. That like Kawhi left at halftime one time. I don't know how you do that as a coach. I don't know what you do as a coach to circumvent all that. Does he have the personnel around him to really complement his style? Ime Udoka went from Boston to Houston. It feels like he immediately got Dylan Brooks. He got guys that he can coach that fit his style. Thibodeau has his guys now. There is no excuses. And this is what I'm on. Now you got your 3-year deal. It's great because you can't have him as a lame duck coach with this lineup. You can't add any pressure to this lineup, this roster, and then you go, oh yeah, by the way, we'll talk about your contract in the offseason. Nah, Tibbs helped us get here. 2 semi-conference finals appearances back-to-back. I know it's semi-conference finals, but Flea always says this and is logical about life. You take steps. You have to take the steps. And I throw the back mic to you, Flea. Is this part of taking the steps? Because if you make 2 conference finals in a row, Julius Randle was not healthy for either one. He wasn't, right? So is this taking a step in the right direction with the coach?
Yo, man, you smoked that, Fabian. Yeah. I don't try to give you too much credit in public in front of people. I don't like doing that. But you smoked that just now. Just in terms of you tying in coaches and what they have at their disposal. We know Ty Lue is a great coach, but he is polar opposite what he has right now than what he had in Cleveland. He had LeBron James, arguably the best player ever, right? Always showing up, always there when it matters, right? Finals, come back down 3-1, right? And Ty Lue starts his career as a head coach like that, and then segues into the fake boogeyman, right? Like, then he has the fake boogeyman. You can't never get him on the court when it counts. You can't never get a full season out of him. Like, for you to put it like that is amazing. So I just want to tell you that right now. You smoked that. But is this a step in the right direction? 100%. I think we showed some patience. I think we showed some integrity and commitment, right? People like OG would be saying, people get these jobs, get these 5-year deals, get these 4-year deals, whatever, and gone after 2. Gone. Darvin Ham, gone. The list goes on. We could a laundry list of coaches get in there, and you know what I'm saying? It's a what have you done for me lately kind of deal, right? They don't get any room. They don't get any room to grow. They don't get any room to make mistakes. Young players come in the league and they get a little rope, right? You got to develop. You're a young player. Coaches don't get that same opportunity, right? And so, I think it's a very much great step in the right direction. It shows that we're not going to jump ship. It shows that we marrying to something that, yo, this looks good, right? Family looks good. Nice looking sister. If I breed it, we're going to have some nice kids, right? This looks like a good situation. Let me be with her. So I like it.
See, hopefully, hold on, AllBall. I want you to double down on this real quick. Please, crazy. Because I want you to explain to me, maybe not top 5 coaches. We do that some other time. That's the AllBall IG Live. Y'all can break that down, talk about all you want to. I want you to talk about name 5 of the coaches in a better position who has the roster available to them. But before you get to that, we got to factor in the meals, baby. Factormeals.com/ABTV50. Factormeals.com/ABTV50. Factor Meals. The code is ABTV50. Get 50% off on us here at AllBall TV, baby. You know what time it is. Factor Meals. AllBall. Break it down for me, my man. Get your fact on.
Yes. Big shout out to Flea. Get your fact on. Y'all see it. ABTV50, man. Hit that link. Factor Mills is in the building.
Get your ass in shape.
Facts. Listen, I'm on my way. Yeah.
You started your diet for the last 3 days. Hold on, I'm stopping you right here. We went out. Look, I'm snitching, y'all. Look, I'm snitching, y'all. We went out and we had Popeyes. And we was eating grotesquely in Popeyes. Grotesquely in Popeyes.
That's a fact.
Eating good. My OG's been starting. My OG been starting this diet for 3 days. I love him. He gonna start it again today.
I'm gonna start again tomorrow.
All right.
With
Factor Meals. Let's go. We got it, y'all. We got it.
People can name better coaches than Tom Thibodeau. I'm not gonna argue that.
People can name more accomplished coaches, OG.
No. What I'm saying is they can. It's their opinion, right?
Got you. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, how many coaches can do what Tom Thibodeau did? How many of these coaches have? It's already factored in for them. Pun intended.
All pun intended. All pun intended. You see the bag he's getting in, Fabian?
When this young
He's
man,
a natural.
when Tibbs came to the Knicks, all he had was Julius Randle. Look at the job he did with Barrett and Quickly. Look at what he had to work with. He didn't have a Kawhi, or Paul George, or LeBron, and KD, and none of this Kyrie, and none of these guys. Right now, I'm gonna just say it. It's not a lot of good coaches in the NBA. So when you get a guy that likes you and you like them, you got to do what you got to do. So for me, we got one of the good coaches in the NBA. You have to lock that in and move forward, because once again, you see what's going on with the coaching in the league. Guys are not good coaches. Simple and plain. What happened to Nick Nurse? What happened to my guy in Denver? Listen, man, all these guys are starting to look regular, and they have super duper stars. I'm just saying. So for me, Faye, yeah, we can sit there and name the young man in Boston. What's his name?
Joe Mazzulla.
Right, Mazzulla. You go Udoka. You go Kerr.
Too soon. Right.
No. But I'm just saying, he just won a championship. What's my guy in Miami that I praise so much?
Spoelstra's the best. He's the GOAT right now, living legend.
Right.
Big Spo.
Right. So for me, you make and give 3 to 6, depending on what you're liking. But I'm here to say I don't think it's 5 coaches better than Tom Thibodeau. Simple and plain. All of the coaches with Minnesota, OKC, like them dudes is cool. But once again, what Tom Thibodeau has done with this roster for the past 4-5 years, I don't see no other coach being able to do this. What coach can have Julius Randle be an all-star, average a double-double, and be an all-NBA third-team player? Like, seriously. Some of these coaches, if they don't have the Giannis guys, they're irrelevant, Flea. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. Nobody need to be sorry at all. I hear what you're saying. It's like we've been watching Tibbs for the longest get the best out of his players. It goes all the way back to Chicago. It goes all the way back to being a defensive coordinator for that Boston Celtics championship run, right? He gets the best out of, I saw a clip, and it was a random clip, but I saw a clip of James Posey. Yes, y'all. James Posey talking about Tom Thibodeau. And the only reason I bring up James Posey, because James Posey is not the perennial all-star, the go-to guy, but he was a big piece of that 08 team, and he credits a lot of their success to what Tom Thibodeau pulled out of them, in terms of defensively. So now he's figured out that the league is a little different. I feel like he's grown as a coach tremendously. They used to talk about his offensive sets, his after timeout plays, the way he puts guys in position, the leash that he had Derrick Rose on. People want to talk about he should have let Derrick Rose was the goddamn MVP under Tom Thibodeau. Like, cut it out. He wasn't on no leash. I'm just saying that this dude's been a good coach, a great coach for a very long time. And because he hasn't won a championship as a head coach, he's not up there with the Spos and the Pops and the Kerrs and all of that. But he's just as good, OG. That's my point. He's just as good.
But I want you to give me 5 scenarios where the coach and the team align right now, because I think that's what's most important. The 3 years isn't just, we got a good
coaching the team aligns right now.
Like Mike Malone with Denver, they're doing a lot of finagling over there, and they're not going to get the guys he wants. But we all agree, even including Tibbs, Spo goes anywhere, he makes you better. So he's excluded out of this conversation.
So you want to take?
He goes anywhere, he makes everybody. But yeah.
Okay.
Who else? In my opinion, you have Joe Mazzulla in Boston, maybe Ime in Houston. Who else is in this conversation with Tibbs?
I think we jump in the gun with Joe Mazzulla. I think Joe Mazzulla is a hell of a coach, right? And when you get hardware, that starts fogging shit up. Like, that makes you think something that it may not be, right? Spo got to the championship his first season with Miami, and they lost. And LeBron, Bosh, and Wade was on the chopping block, but guess who was too? Spo. Damn, did they really give this young dude a job? Damn, should Riley come back and coach? This is the talks that was happening in 2011 when they lost to Dallas. So what does he do? He comes back and wins back-to-back. right? And then goes to another final. So now that's 4 in a row. What are you going to say about me now as a head coach, right?
But real quickly, but
Mhm.
you can't get a better scenario to walk into. Really, a coach just left, and you inherited greatness. A
Exactly.
finalist. So
1000%.
that's a great scenario still, regardless of what our opinions about him. You killed it, but who else? Like Joe Maz is in position, bro. You can't imagine there's a conference, a dinner with all these coaches, and he starts complaining. Everybody gonna look at him like, what? You walked into some great scenario, bro. Get out of here. You a young pup. Who is in Tibbs and Joe Maz scenario?
Do it again. For me with Missoula. Do it again. You walked into a great OG has said from January, not even from January, from last October, Boston is the best team in the league. If you don't believe, go look at a 4 Sportsman. OG's been saying from day Boston has the best roster in the league, and Missoula inherited it. Now I just want to see you coach. So this year will let me know if he's really like that or not. This year will let me know that. I'm not taking away nothing. He's a smart dude. But okay, so Maz is a great position. Spo's in a great position. Regardless of what y'all think, I think Kerr is still in a great position in terms of the roster. He's still in a good position. You replace Klay Thompson, one of the greatest shooters of all time, but the person who's hit the most threes in the NBA besides Steph Curry in the last 4 years is Buddy Hield. They have him on their team now. So like Kerr has a similar roster that he can figure out how to make that work. After that, I think Udoka has a good roster, like a good situation for himself. And then we got to talk about Tibbs. After that, I don't know.
Okay, see,
just real quick, the Joe Mazzulla thing, right? To me, the best coach over there is Brad Stevens. How he's orchestrating that roster, because Joe Mazzulla had Tatum and Brown, it was failing. Lost in the finals, got to the conference finals and lost to a Miami Heat team that he should have lost to. Last season, they had to get Drew Holiday and Porzingis, and let's not forget they rolled. Everybody was injured. So, no knock on Joe, good coach, but I'm not ready. It's the same thing people's doing with Ty Lue. It's the same situation. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion.
That's the exact scenario. Same scenario. Wow.
1000%. 1000%.
Right. So I'm not going berserk over Joe Mazzulla at all. Good coach, like I said, Flea, I agree. With this roster, let's see how long you can do this. Let's see now what happens fully healthy in the playoffs when you run into a Knicks, a Philly, a Milwaukee, fully healthy. Let's see how that plays out.
We got to see the adversity he runs into. He ran into zero adversity throughout this entire play, all the way up to winning the championship. It is not taken away. It's not taken away. But when you start comparing to your peers, and not us, when you compare to your peers, now we start talking about degree of difficulty. Now we start talking about road. We both champions. Me and you, Fabian, we both championship coaches. But now when we sitting at the table eating our Popeyes and shit, talking shit, now we talking about how I got there and how you got there. That matters. I don't give a like.
Why we eating Popeyes? Why we eating Popeyes? Why we can't be at the Dominican spot?
That's the last meal we had. We went to the Dominican spot. They ain't had no fucking rice at 5 o'clock in the evening. What is that? What is that? Like, what are they doing? Niggas ain't have no rice. They offer me mashed potatoes. I don't want mashed potatoes right now.
That was crazy.
OG. He looked at me like he was about to sell that to us. I mean, I got a little mash, and he had to scrape the mash too. We would have got the bottom. Nah, man. Popeyes it is.
First of all, they weren't Dominican either, but go ahead.
Be careful.
Well, listen, listen. Hey, what they gonna say to me? Now y'all talking about? I did one of y'all morons.
As you say, let the show Knicks Rehab.
Yeah.
Knicks Rehab.
But hold on real quick before I let y'all go. Tom Thibodeau, his whole tenure with the Knicks dealt with nothing but adversity and came out on top. Injury after injury, the wrong guys. Like you said, he just got his guys. And now, look. But before that, he still was a credible coach. So for me, I take Tom Thibodeau over a lot of them guys because, once again, I haven't seen none of these dudes. They ain't go through nothing, Flea. A lot of these dudes inherited superstar teams, all-star teams. And when it's time for them to go to battle, the teams they're going against is injured, depleted. So listen, man, what Tom Thibodeau has done with this Knicks team, and let's think about it. It's in New York. It's in New York. That is not easy. That is, guys will come here and will get up out of here. So for him to earn our respect and get this extension, it just shows how good of a coach he is.
Absolutely. So wrapping it up. Yeah. We all love it. He's earned our respect over here. Top 10 finishes with offensive rating, defensive rating last season. THIBS is a THIBS lineup finish in the top 10 offensive rating. Let's get to that. We're ecstatic. Knicks Rehab, y'all. AllBall, Flea. We're all kind of excited about this, which is very weird. Oh, before we go.
Hold on. Two things before we go. Well, you go first because I want to end the show with my question leading into the morning. But just remind people, after they run around the block, go tap into you got to line it. Pull it up. Factor Mills. Last one. Line it. Moving to...
I thought...
Slipping, man.
No, I thought he was asking me a question. I'm sorry. He's trying to...
He going Bobby Brown on this, man. Listen.
No. He's going to blame it on the audio again. That's all. He ain't hear me.
You ain't supposed to take my excuse from me before I use it while on live TV, you jerk.
Now I'm a jerk.
But you know who's not a jerk? You know who will never jerk you? Factor Mills.
That's insane. Yo.
Factormeals.com/ABTV50. Get 50% off, y'all. Get 50% off. Factormeals.com. ABTV50 is the code. Make your meal planning easy every single day. Stop playing. Factor Meals, y'all.
Get your fact on, y'all. I heard this shit is season 2. I heard this shit is season 2.
I said they won't jerk you. What happened?
That's wild. You repeated yourself. What's wrong with you?
Get us out of here, man. I'm not coming back up here.
Yo, man, we excited about this, man.
I need you back on the screen real fast, OG. I need you back on the screen. He
wild. He's crazy.
That's our brother. He wild. Listen, got a question for the panel. Got a question for the comment. Stumbled upon a little birdie, and he asked me a question, something to think about. I want y'all to think about this. Not a quick, fast no, not a quick, fast yes. Nico Harrison, President of Basketball Operations, GM over in Dallas, calls Leon Rose and says, La Costa La Rosa, listen, I will give you PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Jalen Hardy, and 2 second-round picks for Julius Randle. How do you feel about it? What would you do on that phone call? Would you hang up the phone? Are you offended? What's your thoughts on that? Knicks Rehab live AM in the morning.
7:45 tomorrow.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one.
AllBall suckers.
AllBall Q&A and what he got in store for us in the AM. Excuse me, AllBall AI. You know, the AllBall AI copies what he does in the morning. I ain't telling on nobody.
Knicks Rehab.
Yo, Tom, thanks for tuning in, y'all.
AllBall TV.
Appreciate y'all.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.